All right. Welcome back to the Black Market. I'm your host, Cobalt. What did the Brothers Grimm mean by this black? And today, we're going to be playing some Grim Dawn. I am super excited. This is the final expansion DLC for Grim Dawn, or at least the latest one. There's rumors it's the final one, but I don't know. We'll see. Either way, this game is arguably one of the best ARPGs out there. I would hands down say it is better than Diablo. And, I think it's better than PoE, but PoE hardos would have me crucified for saying that, so, I won't. But anyways, we're going to be playing some of this today, because this DLC is phenomenal. It added a new class, or a new archetype. What do they refer to it as in this game? We're going to call it a class for right now. Add the Berserker. The Berserker's really cool because it's kind of shamanistic in how they went for Berserker. So you can shapeshift into either a werewolf or a were-raven. And I went for werewolf. So I've already played a little bit. I'm still fairly early in the campaign. I didn't want to get too far without y'all, but I did want to spare you from the super early levels where I'm running around with a cudgel beating shit to death slowly. So I did. And I've made a Chaos Werewolf. There's a lot of elements in this game you can do damage with. You can convert your physical damage a lot of the time to elements, and that's usually the way to go. And I converted my physical damage to Chaos. So we're going to see if that pays off for me. Hey, what's up, GoDaddy? How you doing? We'll see if the Chaos pays off. It might not. I went secondary Occultist, which is the archetype that specializes in Chaos damage. So hopefully, these two things come together and create some awesomeness. Right now, we're looking for the Burrowitch Cellars, so that I can find the Warden and kill him. But until then, I'm going to be wandering around as this hulking monstrosity looking for his prey. There are a lot of games that came out this week. I was going to do Past the Fear tonight, which is a very good roguelite, but I really just had to do Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn's one of those games, I have loved this game ever since it came out, and it did not get nearly enough attention when it first came out. And over the years, it's garnered more and more attention, I think, because more and more people kind of realized, Grim Dawn is phenomenal. Can't resist a furry game. He was like, get the fuck out of here. This isn't a furry game. This is just a furry class. And to be fair, it's the new class. I had to. What else was I gonna do? Not play the new class? Alright, we're doing good. We're tearing through this like it's nothing. I've become one of the things that goes bump in the night. Why did that always confused me? Why do the things go bump in the night? They can see in the dark, right? That's the whole point. They're scary, right? They're not bumping into stuff. That's you stubbing your toe on the kitchen table because you don't know what's there. Well, creatures and scary shit have night vision. It could be perfectly stealthy. Where the hell is this cellar? That's the problem. Last time I played this game was years ago. So finding things is a lot harder for me now. I used to remember the beginning of this game like the back of my hand. Ooh, did we find the cellars? We found a dank cellar. I don't think this is the right one. It's okay, though. I'm not too concerned with finding the right one. I'm concerned with going wherever the quests tell me to and ripping and tearing until it's done. You think I say that because it's a Doom reference, but literally one of my skills is rip and tear. It is also a Doom reference. Like, come on, guys. I couldn't resist. Alright, what are all these... You're a werewolf? That's adorable. You are half my size and you are dead. Alright, where the fuck do I go? You're gonna go this way, and then we'll get through here. All right, we saved somebody. That was all that mattered. Yeah, okay. We got the Adventurer's Apprentice. We're getting the fuck out of here. We don't need to be in this cellar any longer. Not that anything here is threatening to me, but, you know. I like moving on. Ooh. Hell yeah. I'll take devotions. I realize I haven't put anything into any of my devotions. Mostly because, like, I know there's, like, 2 or 3 constellations that as long as you're doing certain builds are mandatory, and I've just forgotten what they are. There we go. Take those. I really gotta reset my filter on this thing. I have it set to be like, oh yeah, anything that's magic or above. No, I need... Ah, here we go. Here's the Warden's Estate. Specifically. So there's going to be a couple books in here. So when we stop being assailed relentlessly, we'll go to the cellar. And we'll be on our way. Yes, it's up here, maybe? Those cellars are down. I'm not dumb, but I think I gotta go up and around. Yeah, to the back. You know, it's weird. I'm enjoying playing this, but there's a part of me that kind of wants to switch to Were Raven. But, okay, we're here. We're in the Warden's Cellar. Wait, what is our bag looking like? Let's go empty the bag out. Let's go empty the bag out. What do we got? We take that. That's pierce and bleed. We do a lot of pierce and bleed. Physical damage and aether damage. I don't think we need that. Pierce damage again. We take those. Fire and burn. But it has physique and 4% cunning. Yeah, I think we're going to take this for the 4% cunning. The hell are you? You're nothing. What are you? Okay, we're gonna sell the rest of this crap. I don't know what to do with that journal, because I'm dumb.
What do you want?
Oh, I'm sorry, do you want to go? Weird. Attacked me in my own city. Well, that was his book. That's cute. Okay, he's dead now, though. That's fine. You shouldn't have talked shit.
What's with all the come up? I trust.
Talk shit, you get hit. That's how it goes. All right, we need to speak to one more person here. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was this guy. We can salvage things, cool. Let me just make sure my bag is as empty as it can be, really. We're gonna go all the way back in. Alright, we're gonna tear through the cellar, kill the warden, keep on keeping on. That is the one thing that is terrible, is because this is an ARPG a la Diablo, I get the storylines and the quests confused so often. I like this game better. I think it has a lot going for it. The archetype system is way better than anything Diablo has done ever. Like you can, so basically the way it works is you pick one class, and it has a skill tree, and then you, at level 10, get to pick a second class. So, let's see. So, I picked Berserker because this is the new class. This came out today. It has a lot to do with two-handed stuff, but I went Werewolf instead. But then, I picked a Cultist because it specializes in chaos damage. So, we can get a little chouse in here. Do I want to go with this one? I think I do. We're just gonna, yeah, increase the werewolf of it all. But yeah, like, both games are like, you just went into somebody's cellar and it was a cave that opened up a rift to hell. Like, I don't know how both games try to get away with that narratively. It's fucking wild to me. Everybody's cellar is a rift to hell. That is what I've learned from any ARPG. If you go into a basement and it's slightly larger than normal, you are hell adjacent, and therefore must fight the devil if you're down there. Because that's where they always appear, apparently. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some creepy-ass basements, though. Like, to the point where I'm saying this is a joke, but there's a part of me that kind of believes it. I've seen some real creepy basements. I lived in a place where the basement was like, it had like a Blair Witch-ass toilet. Like, it was like up off the floor by like 4 feet in a corner closet. And there was like one suspicious light in the middle of the room with like a blatant ring pattern in the concrete floor of the room. Like, it was weird. It was some ring Blair Witch-ass shit. So I just made a habit of never going the fuck down there. I think we had a party once, so we cleaned it, so people could use it if they had to. That was a fun time. Oh, what's this? This seems fun. Oh, it's less fun. Hey, can we kill this guy faster, please? Yeah, because there's still 2 more. Whoa!
Can't do that.
That was a lot of damage I took very quickly. Enemy hero killed. Gorsh. That was a lot. We're gonna pick up all the greens. We're in it to win it. I'm not trying to leave here, so... And the blueprint. You know what? Let's update the loot filter. Hold on. We'll get rid of magic. We'll get rid of two-handed. We'll get rid of range. Keep these. We'll get rid of caster offhand, and we'll get rid of shield. Armor, accessories, components. We'll leave all damage types, but we really care about Pierce and Chaos. But we'll leave all damage types just so that we still pick up stuff. Because, like, sometimes it's kind of off-type, but it still works for your stats or whatever. You know what I'm talking about if you played any game like this. Guys, you should not be shambling after me in a hallway. I want a game where NPCs have, like, self-preservation instincts. Right? Like, maybe not a lot of them, But, like, the shambling zombies see the hulking chaos werewolf go through the hallway and they're like, hey, maybe I don't fuck with that guy. Or maybe we go get, like, Big Dude. That's what it really should be. It should be like enemies run away from you, and then at a certain threshold of number of enemies, they go get their leader, or like, you know, Big Brother to go handle you. So you fight less enemies, but you fight stronger enemies. That way, like, you know, you're going through an early zone in Pokemon, you're not fighting the bug catcher from Route 2. You're fighting his big brother, or his big brother, that has beaten the Pokemon League, and so he's scary. Right? Like, something like that. That'd be a cool system. I want more games to have shit like that. Or just, like, classes with intimidation as, like, a skill or something, you know? I don't know why I'm down here. Where are we going? We're going this way. That's why I said I don't know why I'm down here. Alright, let's see if we can just get through. I'm gonna take the mutagenic Ichor. Probably shouldn't fucking stand in it. That was painful. I don't know what that shit is, but don't walk in it, apparently. Even if you're a werewolf governed by the moon and the powers that be. Which in this case is a man behind a keyboard. Alright, we're close. Once you see stars, you're close. You don't want that shit in real life, but in the game, yeah. Alright. Now we're in the underground transit. I have no clue which way to go. I remember this area being a weird level of kind of scary and mostly just... you gotta get through it. Depends on your build, really. I've had builds that make areas scarier than they have to be. And I've had builds like this where as long as I'm actually attacking things, I'm good. If I fuck up and I'm just like not paying attention to where my cursor is and I'm not attacking things, I will die. But usually my health does a bunch because I have a lot of health regen as long as I crit or just exist while ripping things to shreds. The shreds, you say? This way. Go. Keep going. Abandoned storerooms. They don't seem abandoned to me. It feels like people were living here, right? Like, even if you're telling me it's vaguely a zombie apocalypse, that means there were bodies down here to become this fucked. And right, maybe it's been going on long enough that they've converged, but if they converged down here, that meant there were live humans that they wanted to eat. I don't know. Seems a little sus that anything's abandoned where I'm fighting this many enemies. Or maybe the zombies came down here to eat the giant rats and shit like that. That's none of my business. Just see if we can get through here. Or the giant spiders. I don't know why zombies would think giant spiders equal food. I imagine that in the hierarchy of scary shit that can be in a cellar, the spiders are higher than the zombies. Zombies are all slow and shit. Spiders aren't. They can web stuff up, making it slower. Okay, no clue where I just went. Yeah, why not? Seems I'm just in like a chain of breaking down walls and showing up behind them. Although we do want to go this way because I see a devotion shrine. This is what I wanted. There we go. I have not spent any of my devotion points. I know I'm a terrible Grim Dawn player. But it just didn't occur to me. This game has so much in the way of progression and stuff that, like, it is, if you haven't played it in a while, it's very easy to forget. I will say, I like this more than PoE, but it's mostly just because PoE, even for me, I love to theorycraft. PoE is too hardo. It's too much. It's too much. Like, I feel like PoE is that game where, if I want to play it, I literally have to follow a build. Diablo, you just kind of get funneled into those builds, because duh. This game, as long as you have logic on your side, you don't need to follow a build. You can kind of figure it out, but following a build will make it easier. PoE just feels like if you want to play at all, and you didn't follow a build, GG, good luck, you're fucked. It's like, it looks like the fucking sphere grid from Final Fantasy X on crack. And the sphere grid was big enough. Like, that didn't need to be doing any illicit substances. So go. Alright, we're close to another portal. Hey, we're level 20. That's actually really important. 22 is a little bit more important. It has the sword that I have that I want. One of them, anyways. But I don't have it. I don't have the second one. I dual wield, but it's okay. Hidden laboratory. Yes. Good, good. Anytime there's a laboratory, in any game, comic, TV show, anything, laboratories do not have, we don't have bars. I work in a lab. We do not have bars there. If you have bars there, that's not a laboratory. That is now something else. Much more sinister and horrid. Oh, so, okay. I will admit, the Grim Dawn constellation itself, I put up there with the PoE skill tree. In that you just kind of look up constellation builds. I think what it is with constellations, at least for me, is that there are very, I guess, standard to select constellations that you just pick. Like, it's just like, you're going for this one if you're melee, you're going for this one if you're ranged. And I'm sure there's that for PoE. I think, for me, barrier of entry is harder. I was already in this before I started looking at PoE. So, it's kind of like, let's put it this way, there's a certain amount of space I have in my brain, and once I filled it up with shit from this and Warhammer 40k, PoE wasn't gonna fit. Right? Like, that's my excuse. That is what I will tell you. But yeah, I can understand that, you know, you look at the constellations and it's just kind of like, this is not unlike PoE's sphere grid. I get that. If I clear out enough rooms, I will show the rest of chat what I'm talking about with the constellations, in case they haven't seen them. Because, oh boy, these are the constellations I'm talking about. So there's quite a few being attacked. I think the constellations feel more manageable because they start small and easy in the beginning and then they go out. Whereas whenever I've looked at PoE, it just feels like the world is your oyster, and I'm like, the world is scary. Yeah, it is very easy to get overwhelmed with any of these games. I will admit that. Like, I think the games that, like, if you want to play an ARPG and not get overwhelmed, go play Diablo. Diablo has a lot of stuff, but it's a lot easier to parse out. And I do think Diablo, it's a lot more obvious when you're looking at stuff to just be like, that's useless, that's useful. Whereas with PoE and this, I'll admit, with depending on what you're looking at, it can just be very conflating and confusing. I really do need to sit down one of these days and like force myself to learn PoE. I feel like I play enough ARPGs that I should know better, and I just don't. Oh man, I remember this area. Like my choices to matter, so you stick to Grimdawn and PoE. Yeah, that's also fair. And I think that's why I like Grimdawn so much. For me, PoE just seemed like a lot. But also, this is a dumb caveat, but for me it really depends on when I approach games. And what I mean by that is, like, if I've been playing another game that is super involved and, like, I need to, like, do calcs and things, and then I try to play another game that has that, I'm just like, nope. But if I was playing, like, nothing, if I was playing essentially a fucking mobile game, and then I looked at PoE, I'd be like, oh, I can sink my teeth into this. So it's one of those things where probably if I think about it, when I approached PoE, I was playing something that took up a lot of brain space and made me just go, oh, maybe I don't want this. Because that is what happened to me with the Witcher. I wasn't a huge fan of The Witcher. I bounced right off of it because I just finished playing another massive open world game, and it just felt overwhelming to me. I was like, I don't know how to make the best out of this. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I'm just not in it. 100% smooth brain mode and skipping PoE for a season or two. Yeah, like, actually, though. Like, well, and that's the other thing, is it also depends on how willing I am to just look some shit... Hold on. To just look some shit up. This guy is gonna take some attention. It's not like I hit a lot of buttons, it's more like I do have to stare at my health orb and make sure it's not, well, doing what it's starting to do, which is get low. But it's okay, his was lower. Ow. Fucking terrible. Absolutely painful. Ether crystals are not worth it. They kinda are, but... Alright. Why do you have friends? You're not allowed to have friends. I don't have friends. Bro, you fucking... I will say, I have gone smooth brain mode with this class. If I went any other class, I would have to, like, stick and move. This is like, what if I just duke it out with you and I'm stronger? Oh! Don't want that. Get up, get up, get up. Yeah, what's up, buddy? How you doing? This is the real him. He's a little angrier than he appeared before. Whoa, shit. That was my health. That's kind of bull that he just, like, followed my dodge that closely. It's okay, though. I probably just dodged early. And I'm being dumb. Why am I attacking so slow? Come on, man. I was out of usable levels of potion cooldown for it, really. That was about to be a problem. But it wasn't. I'll take the cleaver. Take the other shit. Works for me. Good Devil's Crossing. Hell yeah. We did it. Let's check some of this loot first. Two-handed. Won't take that. Elemental damage is okay. We don't really want this, though. Yeah, the other thing was just better. %, pierce damage versus 6% cunning. I feel like that'll even out, maybe. Yeah. Worked out in my favor. Burn damage? Hell no, we don't do that. Rare offhand, we don't really need that. Pierce damage is the headline for this. Does that keep the same? Okay. Same offensive ability. Cunning or... Yeah, no, we go with that. Vitality, okay, we don't care about the vitality. What do you actually do? Physical damage... Bleeding, you do bleed damage. That's pretty good. 221 physique. Alright, I think we're about to get some nice upgrades. That's my favorite part of the expansion so far. So, I will say, I've only experienced the class, right? I haven't gotten to the point in the story where I see the area. I've heard the area is A, massive, and B, awesome. So I can't wait for that. So far, I'm really loving the class. I like having just a very stereotypical werewolf kind of thing. I know that's kind of, I don't know, vanilla, but there's something about, like, I don't know about how you guys play games. I get in moods for certain archetypes. Like, I'm just like, oh, that would be cool to play a werewolf. Like, I don't know, maybe I was watching something with a werewolf in it, and I was like, that'd be sick to play. So I like that there is a classic just kind of werewolf thing I can do now with it. I like there's a were-raven too. That's just a cool concept. Yeah, so far it really is what this class has added. I think that's super fun. Do I want this? I don't think I do. That's 40 cunning. 40 cunning's kind of a lot. Yeah, 40 cunning is kind of a lot. Okay. Oh. Okay, maybe my shoulders are actually better because they do straight to cunning instead of... Yeah, this is better for thorns. Gives me Spine Nova, but I don't think I care about Spine Nova. I don't think that matters to me. And we'll take that. We're going to move all the blues over. I just kind of keep them so I can throw them on new classes when I make stuff. Um, my big issue too is I'm coming up on 300 hours in this game, which I know to a lot of people is nothing. But for me, as someone who plays a lot of different stuff constantly, it's a good amount. But the last time I actually played Grim Dawn was probably 5 to 6 years ago, maybe 7.
Is it finished? The Warden's defeat is a great victory for us. Nay, for...
So you must be the kid that's causing us. Aye. Before we do anything, we'll need to get that bridge repaired.
I think I already repaired the bridge. No, I didn't repair the bridge. I lied. Bridge leading northwest. Yeah, okay. I didn't repair that bridge. I've repaired other things.
Ah, we speak at last. As I am sure you know, there are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Or should I say, taken. Some who mean you ill. Some who fear your potential. Then, there are those who command me. They have taken great interest in your accomplishments. It appears I cannot speak of such things in this place. The cursed gaze of our foes is cast upon us here, so I will be brief.
I don't know what that is. We're going through it. You haven't played Grim Dawn since this time, 2022, so same boat. Yeah, that's fair, right? Like, it is that level of, I love playing this game, but if I play too much of it, I'm gonna just kind of go, maybe not right now.
So, you have come, as the Oracle of Dreeg had foreseen. You are in the Corvin Basin, a land ravaged by gods and
This is from another expansion.
a land whose secrets are now
I'm
coveted
90%
by a
sure.
determined few. As for this camp, this is the Conclave of the Three, a gathering of occultists, warlocks, and witches that serve the witch gods. Here the three cults set aside their disagreements and join as one against our mutual foes. Foes which threaten your existence. The three have decreed that I seek out worthy allies in our battle against a common foe. But are you indeed the one we seek? Go to the center of the camp.
We'll do that later. Yeah, because this whole place. I just want to go back to how do I go back to the other area? That's the question. Can I teleport back through here? Is that gate still up? It's not. I have to use the regular teleport. Yeah. I have to learn a map. There we go. We'll do that later. Eldritch Trials. I think that's the one where they added what are essentially paladins. Kill Edmund Shanks Doyle. Alright, I can do that. Not smart, dude. Unless you have silver bullets. I like to think that even though I'm like kind of lumbering at them, that this is all just in a weird dimension of space where everything moves slower, seemingly. Right, because like if you're like a super dangerous werewolf, or anyone who's capable of taking out that with just like a sword, probably moving pretty quick. Probably pretty terrifying. It's like every once in a while when I play these games, I kind of like to just think of what if this was the actual scenario, and you know what I've concluded about Grim Dawn? The smell would be awful. Not even... I don't care about anything else. The smell alone would be sickening. Because all it is, all I've seen so far is just dead body after dead body. That smell, if you didn't vomit instantly, I'd be impressed. Not you, guy. Don't get to shoot me. That's not cool. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? Bandits alone would be bad, but the Eldritch monsters and the blood, yeah, right. Like the bandits is like, okay, they haven't taken a shower in however long. Status is for the best. Well, now whoever's in there and that guy are both dead. Should have lit it on fire. Yeah, no, I had that thought when I was starting this, when you, like, go out, like, right outside of the first town, and it's just, like, dead bodies and pools of stagnant water. I was like, that would be fucking heinous. Like, it's a lot of these things, I always get this little thought in my head of, right, I understand there's a lot of disbelief to be suspended, right? We're playing a game. I'm not sitting here being like, it's not realistic. I think the worst is just looking at like a universe like this and being like, you know what's the most unrealistic thing? The fact that these people all still have the will to live. Everything is just awful, and they're like, I know, we gotta get out of this. I would be like, dude, just leave me in my pile in the corner. Some drone machines, see. Hey, hell yeah. Thank you very much, Demon Player. Thank you for stopping by, too. But yeah, no, it is one of those things, whenever I think about universes like this, Warhammer 40k is another one, right? Think about any of that. I'm like, the more shocking part is when a normal human is just like, nah, I'm gonna make it out of this. Yeah, dude, me too. I would be like, yo, just kill me right now. Skeletons just popped out of the ground I was walking on. Just look at that. I walked by to go to a river, and I'm getting assaulted by skeletons with crossbows. Nope. Nah. I would not even be trying anymore. Unless I was this dude, right? Like, unless I was turning into a werewolf, had a magic gun and insane reflexes, was some weird variation of a Jedi, I don't know. Right? Unless I was any of those things, I'd be like, no, just take me out, fam. I don't even like things in the real world now, some days. This shit, though? Oof. There's a cave of ghosts. If a cave of ghosts don't do it to you, I don't know what will. You are a stronger man than I. Ooh, nice. Okay. Hey guys, don't kill me now. And to be fair, I have not gone into my devotions, actually. I have a bunch of devotion points. I haven't done it because I have to sit down for a solid 30 seconds and remember which constellations are right. Especially because I'm not following a build. This is just me playing the game and being like, oh, I do chaos damage? Maybe I go with occultist. Let's see how this goes. Probably need some defensives. Has to be a limit on survival mode too. At a certain point when you just get so tired, of it all and just get... Here's the thing. Like, people get burnt out from working in an office. You don't think you'd get burnt out over this shit? Well, like, sure. I guess part of the burnout of working in an office is people acting like sending an email is fucking urgent. You're like, dude, shut up. But, like... If I had to watch out for fucking cave ghosts and bandits constantly, man, I'd be tired. I'd be so tired. It would be like, we're gonna go do this thing. It might save the village. I'd be like, yo, this village is fucked, son. It's honestly, so my favorite thing, and like I guess kind of like the name I always give to this thought process is whenever you're watching like an old like not an old, but like some type of TV show or movie that's supposed to be like a period piece, like something around like the Middle Ages or something, like for example, the Three Musketeers, right? You're watching a Three Musketeers show, and you know they have some really attractive woman in a corset or whatever, and you're sitting there and your buddy's like, oh, she's so pretty. I just like lean in and I'm like, buddy, yep, can't wipe my ass without getting attacked by... Exactly. I just lean in, I'm like, there's no toilet paper in this world, and water's scarce. That's fresh water is scarce. That's all I do, just to remind people. I'm like, guys, I don't care what you think any of this seems like or how quote-unquote awesome something in a fantasy world seems. You have to think of all the stuff they don't have. This guy might beat my ass in a second, actually. He's tanky as fuck. Hey, can you not? My life? My life? Yeah, see, can't wipe my ass without ghosts. It's more like can't wipe my ass at all. So I died. Obviously, this isn't on hardcore. But we need to think about some things and some stuff, as anyone does when they die. Oh, what? What are these? Oh, because they had cunning. They did have cunning. And they're what's allowing me to have that axe equipped. Hey. That has more cunning. Burn damage and physique. Oh, wait a minute. What do you do? Lightning damage, damage to beastkin, damage to beast, physique, health, leap. Yeah, I lose an amazing amount of cunning. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would be useless. What is this? Oh, thank you. We won't take those either. We won't take that. We don't want none of this. I'll keep that in case, I don't know, my build gets weird later. Alright, I don't like being a human. Being a human feels weird. We don't want none of that.
Well, you work fast. I like that. We'll need more of that for what's coming next.
This guy sounds like he's applying to be a general for the Navy.
Darius Cronley. Last I've seen his face, they almost hung him for a double homicide. The warden intervened at the last minute in favor of a life sentence in Devil's Crossing. Seems there were ulterior motives after all. Darius Cronley is the devil-made manifest, devious and manipulative with a penchant for sin of every kind. He's the one running this gang, and he's the one we need to go after. We have to hit them hard and fast, leave no room for a counterstrike. I've only seen a portion of their operations in the region, but they are really entrenched on the Four Hills in Old Arkovia. Shanks surely wasn't Darius's only lieutenant, so I suggest you find the rest and kill them. We don't want one of them taking over after Darius is dealt with. I don't have any names for you, but they will probably have equally clever prison names as our dead friend Shanks. But to really
equally clever prison names as your dead friend Shanks.
Darius Cronley. If what I hear is true, you will find him hiding out in the mines underneath the Four Hills. Lastly, my scouting partner Elsa must still be out there with them. If I venture to guess, Cronley has her in his clutches. Save her from that brute. I hear you are quite capable, so don't let me down. When you find yourself out there, I recommend you seek out a man by the name Quaid. He and his group forsook the peaceful ways of the rovers in favor of fighting back against the outlaws. And I'm glad they did. It was Quaid's people that pulled me from the jaws of death.
Yeah, no, I highly agree. This game has... That is like the biggest thing whenever someone's like, do I play Diablo, this, or PoE? I go, I don't know about PoE, so I just know it's complicated. You do you. But then when it's like this versus Diablo, I'm like, do you like story? Do you want to read or listen? Because if you don't, you're going to get lost a lot. Okay, we finished out Werewolf. I think that's important, considering that's our main thing. We were getting hurt. Let's leave the last 3 over there. More damage. Yeah, no, this game, it is telling a story, and let me tell you, sometimes I'm not in the mood for a story. That simple. Sometimes it's like, hey, we're going to talk about this, and I'm like, that's crazy. You're going to talk about this. My eyes are going to glaze over, and I'm not going to listen. I'm like that with a lot of games. When I was a kid, I had a lot more patience for story. And I think just as an adult, I have a lot less time in general, right? Like, I'm sitting here being like, I got 2 hours of gaming tonight before I gotta go to work tomorrow. Shut the fuck up and let me kill some bad guys, right? Whereas, like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, gee, tell me more about the Final Fantasy X universe. That sounds awesome. Now I'm just like, yeah, Jecht was a bad father. We get it. Let me keep going with my day. Was that one of them? Was Blackwater one of them? I don't know, but he's dead, and I'm not, and that's the important part. I wonder if this game is playable on, like, not mobile, but like game native for Android. That'd be crazy. I think it probably is too. I don't think it's requirements. I think it probably chugs really bad, actually. This game can get a little intense with particle effects. It's why it's nice that I'm playing like a werewolf, as opposed to like a cadence rifle soldier. That's just a good way to like drop your frame rate to the bottom. You like my fursona? Is that what you think this is? You think this is a fursona? This would be... I feel like, look, I don't know anything about whatever conventions and shit furries get up to. I feel like this motherfucker right here would not be too welcome. He looks greasy, first off. Second off, those claws are the size of kitchen knives. I don't think that's going to go well at the orgy. It's just a thought. I could be wrong. Someone would be into it. You know what? You're right. You're right. No, my bad. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. You can have knife hands if you want. Leave me the fuck out of it, but like, you can have knife hands if you want. Hey, my life. Come back. I think they'd have to also be real careful not to stab someone with the knife hands. It's like Edward Scissorhands. Oh, yeah, I know someone would be into it, you're right. I don't know why I didn't think of it that way before. Probably because my last time I thought about Edward Scissorhands was in relation to Edward 40 Hands, and we're not gonna... I mean, if you don't know what that is, you don't need to know, and if you do know what that is, you know what that is. Yo, what's up, Paltan? See, Paltan knows what Edward 40 Hands is. Or he probably called it something else, to be honest. The callback. I mean, I had to. Press X to... Oh, God. No, Tactical. I mean, thank you for the $2 super chat, but no. I will not be pressing X. I gotta make sure... Where is it on my keyboard? Okay. We're not pressing X for the rest of this stream. So I don't even know if X is used for anything in this game. Fuck, now I'm gonna press it. Damn you, Tactical Mindscapes. You tacticaled me into wanting to press the button, but I don't want the yiff. Seems like a bad idea. I will press R, though, so I don't fucking die. To the firing squad? This is a pretty bad firing squad. That was more than 21 shots. Gunslinger's Jacket. That's a lot of damage and cunning. That might be stronger than what I have now. Hey, who's shooting me? Stop it. That's rude. That is rude. I was trying to do other things. Insubordinate and childish. Tactical. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're banned. I mean, I'm not gonna ban you, but you're banned. Ooh. Portal? Portal, we take portal? Is it down or up? Down or up? Down, up. We're gonna go up. That is the weirdest thing about these, like, ARPG maps. I don't know when it happens, but there's a point where it just clicks and you can read blind ARPG maps, and it shouldn't be possible the way it is. Because it's real easy to figure out. But, like, I can't explain to you how or why. Because it's not like other games. Like, I can't just go to where I haven't killed people. That doesn't tell me where to go. Lightning and electric damage. No, thank you. What is offensive ability, actually? Okay. M88, we take those. This is the important one. That's almost 100 increase. That's insane. Okay. Take that too. Head west from camp. The Staunton Mines. Yeah. Actually, we need to sell the rest of you. Do we sell these? Probably. I like to keep stuff for, like, alts and things, but I also have a very full shared stash. This giant bees. See, that alone. That, like, back to the whole what I want to live through this. The giant bees alone, I'm fucking done. Like, instantly. Zero questions. I'd just be like, oh, we don't need this. That's like, people are always like, oh, I wish Pokemon were real. Beedrill? Do you wish Beedrill was real? Those are common. That's not rare. That's a normal thing. And that's like a 3.5 foot tall bee. Actually, I think he's taller than that. Hell, even the cute ones are bad. Flareon? That'll burn your house down. Just by existing. Bees what? Bees knees. Get out of here. What are you talking about? I'm not falling for your linguistics trap, tactical. Not doing it, not today. Ooh, a star. Oh, hey, buddy. Nicholas Balthazar, is that your name, bud? Now it's just you and me, nobody to interrupt us. I think we're gonna get along just fine, Nicholas. You didn't last too long, pal. Ooh, blueprint for Storm's Edge. And dynamite. Take the blueprint for Storm's Edge. What else do we get? Brimstone shoulder guards, burn and fire damage, that's not useful to me. And these boots, which aren't useful to me. Gotta shred him. Royal Jelly, we need that for a quest later, I think. Or maybe not a quest, but there's a turn-in for Royal Jelly at some point. Okay. Oh, we left the same. Come on, man. Okay. Note to self, that's the fucking exit. Or the entrance, that's the entrance. I need to find the exit. Oh, we were supposed to go down there. We did not do what we were supposed to do. I mean, we did something we were supposed to do. Gotta run, good luck. Thank you very much. You have a good one. I know that was the wrong hand, but, like, eh. There we go. My bad. If I was a more useful human, I would have done that right the first time. Okay, no. Need to go kill Darius Cronley, though. I have to say, they did work on that character with the corset and the stuff, and the things. Why? But again, remember, no toilet paper, so... Or bidets. That's really the thing, no bidets. And no toilet paper. And on top of that, bathing was like a once-a-month thing, so... Unless you're a noble. Ah, that corset looks expensive. She might be a noble. I mean, must have been. Mascara was probably expensive back in the Middle Ages. And it was probably just coal. I don't want to be over here. I want to be down. Yeah, you guys are coming to kill me. That's fine. I'm gonna drive by, drop this dynamite. That's what we're about to do. I feel bad for these guys. They were just on guard. They were just doing watch duty. Got absolutely eviscerated. I didn't need to blow that up for that. There was probably something else in there, but I didn't need to blow it up. That was a waste of my dynamite. It's okay. I'm gonna go back this way. There's gonna be a bunch of spooky skeletons. I'm kidding. They're fine. They're gone. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I was spooked, okay? Please deliver the talisman. Alright, dude. What the hell? Hell? Okay. I really wish they wouldn't give me stars towards things that are like that. Like, do it for stuff that feels like it matters. We almost got sent back to camp the quick way. That is the downside to the build I'm running, is I need to be attacking to maintain my health. If people can range me down and I'll just die. Leg guards, Marauder's Justice. Cracked lodestone. What do we have here? Okay, well, it's not the gun. The leg guards, we need to be another level up for that. Not gonna go in there. Alright, one of you wanted a delivered talisman, and the other wanted a destroyed barricade. Now I'm friendly with the rovers, isn't that important? Let's go find good old Darius and put a stop to his shenanigans. Thank you for ceasing to exist. It was getting tedious. Okay, we go up here. What's up here? What's with the guns, guys? Alright, we should really be striving to attain a peaceful world, alright? If you didn't have guns, I wouldn't have to eviscerate you. So, maybe think about that. Well, guns or swords. If you weren't trying to kill me... I say if you didn't have swords, but I have like 6 in this room. I really can't talk. Oh, nope, 7. I have 7 in this room. Alright, stop trying to kill me, guys. Which way do I need to go? Probably up that way. This is what happens when you haven't played a game in forever. Should also probably level up. That's probably not helping me that I haven't. Dust-covered Gornal. I'm not getting that. That's on the inside. To be fair, those guys did not threaten me first. They were simply in my way. So I disposed of the possible threat. Really do like this new class. I want to switch to the Raven and try that out. But the Raven is cold damage, so I would need to change a lot of things about my build. And I don't have endless stores of... Yeah, well... Depending on my level, I don't think I have endless stores of gear for level 23. I think my endless stores of gear for like level 50 and above. Alright, Darius, I hope you're along this road. I hope that as I go to the rocky coast, I'll find you. Alright, that was completely unprovoked. I'll admit that. What? You guys took your sweet-ass time getting out of the ground. I find it weird the types of beasts that'll just coexist in this game. It's like bees and demons, yeah, they get along. Why? I don't know. Oh, I don't want to go down there. I mean, I do eventually, but it's not right now. Going, maybe we get to Darius at some point. I don't think so. I think we went the wrong way for him. We're at New Harbor, which tells me maybe I should be going another way. I'm also shredding everything I come across, so I think I'm going just the right enough way. Yo, what's up, Broken Cog? How you doing? Going werewolf? You want dual weapon cold damage, Berserker Nightblade? I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it a lot. I went werewolf and I'm going chaos damage. So I'm going werewolf and occultist to get that extra chaos damage in there. It's been pretty cool so far. But I am finding that things are starting to hurt me, so I really need to start spending points. Because I have 7 points, but I don't really know what constellations I want yet, so... I'm not following a build, I'm just playing. There we go. I'm liking it a lot, though. I think it's real fun. I'm liking werewolf because, and this is gonna be dumb, I'm liking it because I haven't played this game in a long time and it's simple. I know what I said, but werewolf is nice and simple. And that means something some days. I mean, I look at it this way. I go through so many games that every once in a while I'm just like, can you just be easy? So it's very nice for me.
Put it to good use.
Dawn was also never the Diablo 3. Just run across the map like the Flash kind of game. It's definitely a little... Yes! It is much more methodical. It is, you take your time, you figure your shit out.
See what's left of my wares.
So it's been helping with that. I will be right back. I've returned. But yeah, Grim Dawn was always a lot slower than Diablo. Like, you can get kind of zippy, but you're not going to be like monk speeds, you know? Alright. I was trying to just go back the other way. You guys got in my way, and now you had to die. Cool, 4 hills, I like it. Ghosts? Nah, none of that ghost shit. The concept of a werewolf just straight up murdering ghosts is terrifying. What am I doing? I don't need to be down here. Oh, now I do. My real question is, why do they have scythes down in the mine? Like, scythes were turned into a weapon. guy's like a farmer's weapon against knights, samurai, what have you. So why do you have sides in a mine? You had sledgehammers. The guns are fine. Probably shouldn't have been in a mine, but I'll allow it. Oh, hey, who are you? I know I negotiated with him in good faith and then murdered him in bad faith, but hey! Hey, what is this place? Nope, you don't stand on anybody putting down a sigil. Oh, why? Oh, why? Chat? It's been nice knowing y'all. I don't need to be here. These guys are way too strong for me. Way too strong for me. I'm leaving. Don't slow me. You don't want this. You. Not today. Died to that arena so many times. Yeah, it is very tantalizing. I'm not gonna lie, I was just trying to kill that small man there. Like, it's tempting. You see an arena. There's nothing that outright says maybe you shouldn't. Other than the skulls next to their heads. Yeah, that might do it. Fine. Leave me alone. I did nothing to you. Like, literally, I mean, I tried, but it didn't hurt you. Okay, there we go. Break into the shanty town through the front door. I feel like if I were ever a henchman of some, you know, not so great organization, you know, that someone might want to come and ruin. If anyone ever broke in through the front gate, I would shit myself and run immediately. Because they know you're heavily guarded. So if they're breaking in through the front gate, then they know something that you don't. And they're prepared for your heavily guardedness. So I don't want to be there. Like, if somebody's just, like, going through the front gate, it's like, oh, you are confident you can handle our guards. That's not fucking good. Bonus points for them if they're a fuck-off huge werewolf with claws glowing like the depths of hell. Yeah! So, if it was anything else, I would just run. The shit myself was for the werewolf. But the loading screen's pretty cool. Still no toilet paper back then, though, so maybe think about that. But still, you know, she looked good. Give credit where credit is due. Oh, we got a shrine up here. Hey, guys, stop. You really think you, with a makeshift shield, is gonna stop me with all of this? Ooh, I need that. But I don't need that specifically, but it was the type of gear that I would need. I still don't get it. There's a bunch of random miners here. Why are the skeletons coming out of the ground for me? Do they have some contract with the miners? Or like, oh, we're cool with you guys. Go ahead and mine this land hollow. We're buried here and probably don't want to be dug up, but yeah, go ahead and mine this land hollow. And then I walk over and they're like, fuck that guy right there. Ah, Broken, you forgot. It's not only a werewolf with big fuck-off claws, it's a werewolf with big fuck-off claws that can punch ghosts. I don't know about you, that's bonus points for me shitting myself again. If it can punch ghosts, it is either supremely powerful or just an extra level of scary that I don't want to know about. Shouldn't be able to punch ghosts. You're corporeal. Your fleshy meat hand shouldn't touch ghosts. You gentlemen should not be shooting at me. It's rude. Especially if they're hench ghosts who leave me alone normally. Yeah. Yeah, doubly. I was saying this earlier, I want a game where they have, like, realistic survival, things for the guys you're fighting. So, like, maybe I'd run through here and all the hench dudes would run, but, like, the bosses would stay. And then per, like, 10 hench dudes that ran, like, elites would come after me because they, like, went and got someone more, like, more powerful to deal with me or something. Or, like, even a good example is in Pokemon, you know, you go back to Viridian Forest after you've beaten the Pokemon League. Youngster runs from you, right? You're the Pokemon League champion. But he goes and gets his big brother who he thinks can take you. Like, shit like that. I think that would be really cool in a game. Darius Cromley's hideout's a bunch of bullshit. Or grab something like the Nemesis system from shot. Hey, hey, hey! Careful there, you're about to get sued. That Nemesis system is copyrighted to hell. And back. I really wish it fucking wasn't, because it was a great idea. I think that's the worst part. It's copyrighted, and they're not making any more of those games. So it's just shelved. It's like, give it to me, I'll make a game with it. I mean, I don't know how to make a game, but I would design a game that would be cool as fuck. Making it, actually, I'd need someone who knows how to go clickety-clack on the keyboard the right way. That guy's not me. I'll never be the clickety-clack guy. This dude ain't finished getting out of the ground yet and was almost dead. Scrap? Don't mind if I do. I think we're about to fight somebody.
So Bourbon's dog has come barking. You should give up trying to act the savior. It doesn't suit you. Humanity is already doomed and a new power is rising. Get on board like I did or go extinct. Well, that's not quite true. The Ethereals will need new vessels, so I'm sure they'll keep some domesticated humans around to breed like livestock. You know, I heard you were taken when they found you. I bet your offspring would make good vessels. Isn't it obvious? Devil's Crossing may be a prison, but it's like a fortress and controls the roads to Burwich and to the west. The Ethereals wanted to capture it, and you know, as much as I wanted out of that place, I think I've grown nostalgic for it. This time, I get to play Warden, and I intend to have some fun just like old Krieg did. Tell you what, give me Devil's Crossing and I'll put in a word for you. Maybe get the Ethereals to keep you around as a breeder. Either that, or I'm happy to do things the painful way. Painful for you, that is. What kind of milksop did Bourbon send after me?
Yeah, you're dying. Oh! Got him! I'm not worried about the small fries. They literally, I don't think they can kill me. He was what was going to be the problem. He's dead now. No problems. We take those, chat. We take those. Oh, take that as well. I love a blue. I love a good blue. How the hell do I get out of here? I don't. Probably teleport out, but let's see if there's anything else in here. Who am I kidding? Why does she have a Kopesh? That's my question. I mean, like, cool use. Always awesome when they include non-standard swords and stuff. But why does she have a Kopesh? I think that's like one of the big things for me is I really value two things when they include it in any fantasy universe. Realistic sword fighting and like non-standard sword, like just stuff that's not just like a broadsword or a katana.
Well, the world is a little damn it now that we're...
Because like you're lucky to see like an S-stock or a rapier and stuff, and it's like there's so many. Kopeshes are cool as fuck. Why are they in nothing? That's actually one of the next swords I want to get. I want to get a Kopesh. I don't own one and I want it. Let's see. Nope, none of this crap. Nope. Okay. Let's get rid of all the dog shit. You don't need that.
Put it to good use.
Okay. I'm mainly looking at damage right now. I'm not really thinking about other things. Acid and poison, no thank you. Acid and poison, also no thank you. Yeah, I don't think we need any of this other crap. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Those boots. Those boots were super good.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Physical damage, no thank you. Bleeding damage. And attack speed, that might be pretty good. Could be. I don't know. I don't know anything about how damage works in this game. However, I think this is a good stopping point, because we just hit the end of a little arc here. So guys, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this stream, a like and a sub over on YouTube and a follow over on Twitch would be very much so appreciated. Those are the free ones. I'm trying to go to the channel right now. Every little bit helps. And I will be back tomorrow with the boys. We're going to be doing more Tiers of Metal for Fur to Boys Friday. Peace out, y'all.